Welcome to the Craft Print YouTube channel. I'm Shondell. If you're new here, just know you're in the right place. If you are a returning subscriber, then y'all already know the drill. I don't like the long talking. So let's get straight into how I made these cute little mini Halloween bags. Open, and I also am open to Etsy because first you need the image that you want to put on the bag itself. So what I typed in is, it's the most wonderful time of the year Halloween shirt. See, it's up here. And this one right here is the one that I purchased. Now you can go through. It costs $2.50, and the name of the shop is Timeless Art from Texas. Also, this is everything that came up. There's a bunch of pages, so if you want to go through them and choose which one you like. This one is cute too here. A little different. Look at this one here. But you get it. Once you purchase it, you're going to go to your purchased. Oh, wrong thing. I clicked on my shop manager. That's not where we need to be. This is where you need to be. I'm going to open it up wide just to make sure you see it. So you're going to go to your purchased, your purchases. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Just click on download, and then it's going to go into your download folder. So we got the file. Then we're going to go into Design Space. You're going to open up Design Space on a new page. You're going to go to upload right here on the left. Click upload. You're going to, oh, you know what? Hold on, guys. Let me download it because I realized I did it on my laptop. So I'm going to go to download files. Then I'm going to download, she gives a PNG and a JPEG. I'm using the PNG. When I originally made this, I downloaded it on my laptop. Okay, so there it goes. It just pops up for what I purchased. I'm going to close that out. And let's go back into Design Space, like I said. Go to Upload Image. Click on Browse. And then it's right here on my downloads. I'm going to select the image. Click on Open. Now, this is a very detailed image, but I want to tell you, anytime you upload anything into Design Space, just choose complex. Whenever you choose simple, it changes it to simple. Always choose complex. It's just going to keep your image the same. So you're going to go to continue. Now here is where, if you needed to delete something, delete the background. This image already comes with the background deleted, so there's nothing that we have to do. You're going to click apply and continue down here on the bottom right. Now here is where you choose if you want it to be a cut file or a print and cut. If it's a cut file, all it does, it will just cut the outlining of your image. That is not what we want. You're going to select print then cut. Up here, you're going to change the name to whatever you want it to be. I'm going to change it to Halloween. Now these tags here, it's for whenever you go to your uploads, and you know, after a while you accumulate a lot, so you want search terms. So Halloween, maybe scary, Freddy. So these are basically tags that you can search up. If you have collections, you could just put them in the collection. This is not going to collection for me. You're going to click on upload. And basically now your image is just uploading here for everything that you have. Now you're going to select that image and then put add to canvas. Now you see the size is a little big. We're just going to move it over here. I'll make it a little smaller for now until we get our box. So now you're going to go over to images on the left side here. You're going to click on it. And here we're going to search the images that we want. So we're looking for a lunchbox file. You could either type in lunchbox, but I also have the number, so we can, the item number, so you could just go straight to it. You're going to type in hashtag M33713. And you're going to search. And that is not it. What did I write down, guys? Wait, let's try L. Okay, I wrote the wrong thing down, child. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to hit File, New Window. Things happen, and I don't like to delete this stuff out of my videos. Y'all going to see. When you make a little mistake, Just go back and fix it, do what you gotta do. So I'm just gonna search for that by clicking on my stuff. So these are all of my saved projects. See, I have the project saved here. Once I click on it, it's going to show me the files that I use for this project. See right here? So we scroll down. I wrote down the wrong thing. It's hashtag M337E1. Ask me what I was writing when I wrote this down. Only the Lord knows. See right here? So anytime you have a project that you created in Design Space, you can just click on it and it'll show you whatever files you used for that, right? So we're going to close that out. I didn't mean to maximize you, sugar. Close that out and let's get back to our project and we're going to type in the correct number. So it's hashtag M337E1. There you go. See? So this is the bag. You're going to click select. You see the little A here? That means you have to have Cricut access to have that for free. If you don't have Cricut access, you will have to pay whatever price is listed. So you're going to add to canvas down here at the bottom right. Once we get it on the canvas, I'm going to change it to the size that I used. So at the top here, you see the size. You're going to unlock it. And if you want it a little bigger, you could just make it bigger. So I have the width at 9.3 inches. You're going to press enter after you type that in. And then I have the width set at 5.4 inches. And then before you do anything else, you want to lock this back so those measurements could stay the same as you move it. Now this part here, I want to tell you before we even make the changes on this, you want to not move a thing. When we detach this, you do not want to move those score lines. You want it to stay because you might have an issue trying to line this back up, okay? So we're going to have this selected. You're going to go down to the bottom right and click, child, they don't even have it attached. So we're good to go. I thought it was attached. It is attached. No, it's grouped. That's what it is. They didn't attach it yet. So we're going to bring the image. I hope I'm not confusing y'all with all my rambling. Move this to the front. You're going to size it to fit into this square area, this square and that square. So one is the front, one is the back. Size it to fit the best that you can. See that? So that's going to be centered here. Then you're going to make a duplicate. You could either right click on your mouse and duplicate right here, or you can go to the top right and pick that little plus sign and that'll duplicate it, right? Then you're going to bring it and put it right here. There you go. Now for the lunchbox, remember I said it's grouped together. What we're going to do for now, remember you don't want to move this project. You're going to click ungroup. Then you're going to click on lunch bag. You're going to come to the top over here, the top left. You're going to click on the color. We're going to choose black. Look at it. It already looks gorgeous. Now, here's why I say don't move anything. Just work from this panel on the right here. Do not go onto your canvas area and touch this. You don't want anything to move. Now, you're going to have your two images. Then you have your score lines. And you have the actual lunch bag. You're going to click the lunch bag, drag it up. It can be between anywhere. I just need it above. Hand me between anywhere. Look, bring it here, right there. So you want these two. Remember, don't touch this. And then this. So you're going to highlight the lunchbox. You're going to hold shift on your keyboard. You're going to click the first image. Then you're going to select the second image. So now all three are highlighted. You're going to come down to the bottom here, and then you're going to flatten. You see that? Now, you're going to take the score lines that say lunchbox here. You're going to click it, drag it, and put it above your print and cut. Now you're going to select both. So you're going to select one, hold shift, select the other. Remember, we're staying on this right panel. Do not go in there and click anything because we don't want the lines to move and not be in the right spot. With these two centered, you're going to come down and you're going to attach. Now, when you attached it, You're basically telling your mat, after you print and cut, score on your project. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to hit save. You're going to save your project. H2 just for now. I'm going to save it as anything. Save it as what you want it to be. Click save. Now this is important because when you come out, if you mess up, if anything go wrong, at least you know you saved your project. So now I want to show you, if you do not attach your project, what's going to happen. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to make a duplicate. Now you see this duplicate, I'm going to go down here and click detach. And now I'm going to send it by clicking make it. Now this is sending it to your machine and lining it up on the mats for you. But I also want to show you the difference from the box that was attached and the box that was detached. So you won't see the difference really here. It looks the same, but if you click on this page, the score lines are not on the paper. It's separate because you're telling Cricut that I want to score and I want to print separately because they're not attached. So this one that says print then score, this one is going to print and cut. When you put it on there, the score line is going to actually go on here. See, this one just says print and cut, and then the score lines are separate. So anytime you need score lines, you want to make sure you are attaching those lines. You're not going to cancel. I'm only canceling because I want to take out the project that I was just showing you guys, right? So again, we're going to go back to make it. And everything is going to be done on this one project, see? So the score lines, print and cut, everything is going to be together. I am going to be using the Maker 3. So you're going to press continue. It's finding my machine. So with print and cut, I'm not sure what printer you guys are using. You can use any printer, okay? Make sure you just select which printer you're going to use. Open the system dialog, right? You just click on it and then hit print. When you do that, the options to choose which tray and your printer setting comes up. If you don't do that, it will just send to the printer as is. See my print settings here? So I always go to rear feed, so it goes to the back where the thicker cardstock prints. And then you choose the type of paper you're using. In this case, I'm using the photo high gloss paper. And then you print. Now for this, my cardstock is a little bit thick. I always choose poster board. Now here, make sure you choose which tool you're using. You can click on edit tools if you're using the double scoring wheel or the single scoring wheel. These two can only be used on the Maker and the Maker 3. If you have an Explorer, it's not compatible. And these choices won't even come up. It'll just ask you for the scoring stylus. If you're using the stylus, go ahead and choose that and apply. And there you go. So now we're going to go get our print. We're going to load it into the Cricut. We're going to fold those score lines. We're not going to use a scoring bone, just going to fold it with our hands. Put together this bag, and that's it. So let's head over there. Okay, so now I went over to the printer, and this is how it looks. Those little squares around the four corners, those are the registration marks, and the Cricut is going to read that to know where to cut. You're going to line up your image on the far left side of your mat, and don't worry, I'm using a 12 by 24 because I didn't feel like cleaning any of my 12 by 12 mats. You're going to load it in, and then you're going to press cut. I just didn't let it sit long and bore you guys, just speed it up a little bit. So now you're going to peel it off of your mat. I'm not a little delicate flower. I'm a little rough, so I just like really peel that bad boy off. But you want to take your sweet time. You don't want to rip your box. You can also lay your mat flat with the image side against your table and peel the mat away from your box. That usually stops like the curling on the boxes. But because we're going to fold this, those curls don't matter. And I'm just showing you up close to see those score lines. That's going to basically guide us on where we're going to fold it. It looks like a little cereal box, right? So all those score lines, you're going to bend it. With this, I'm not going to use a tool to like flatten and scrape it to make it sharp because you don't want to like rub off any of the ink because the entire box is a print and cut. So you're going to do that to all the score lines, including the bottom as well. Just press nice and neat. I'm going to speed it up because I don't want to bore y'all, because obviously you already know what to do once I told you the first set of score lines. Just continue all the way through. Now, for that little edge right here that we have here, you're going to put your double-sided tape. If y'all hear noises in the background, I live in New York City and there's traffic and a lot of things going on, okay? I apologize in advance. Now you're going to lay your double-sided tape on that edge. You're going to trim it after you're done. That way you don't waste any, cut too long, cut too short. Just stick it on there and then trim it off from right on the edge. Perfect. Then you're going to press down that double-sided tape to make sure that side sticks to your paper, and then you're going to peel that side off. Also, if you prefer to use the glue gun for this step, go right ahead. You're going to line it up as close to the edge as you can get. Take your time, press it down, then you're going to flatten the whole thing and press it down just to make sure that it's secure. Now the bottom of the box, it's not one of those like kind of slip in and seal, so we're going to use the double-sided tape again to lay it across, press it down so that the box could actually close. Also, the box will be able to stand up if you need them to. Same way we did it, trim off the little edge, then you're going to press it down just to make sure it sticks. Then you're going to peel it off, just like that. You're going to press it down to make sure that it does actually press against the other flap. Put your hand in the inside and press against each other. Just flatten it out just to make sure it stays. When you put your hand on the inside, you're going to feel a little bit of sticky because it's a little further than, but that's like perfectly fine. Folding the edges there if you want to. You could pull the ribbon tight and make a little bow. I decided I prefer to have it with some, I was going to say string, ribbon, so you can like hold it like a little carry bag. I don't have much ribbon in my craft room, but I do have a lot of this one that I usually use for Jordan banners that I used to make. So this process here, you're just measuring out the size of the ribbon that you want. So just like basically thread it all the way through. Whether you choose to have a long handle or short handle, you just figure that out and size it, but we're not going to glue it just yet. Since we're sizing and I have 2 bags, what I'm going to do is decide my size, clip it off, take it out because I want to measure it to make sure both of the bags have the same size. So if you have a dozen or 2 dozen that you have to make, measure out the size, remove it, line it up against the rest of your ribbon, and then keep cutting it so that all your bags have the same size handle. Also, if you want to get a little bit fancy on me, you could even put like, you know, the gold, what do they call it? Like the gold wire that you use to make jewelry and stuff like that if you want to make it real fancy. And you can use any theme. It doesn't have to be Halloween. Whatever image that you have, flatten it on that box, and these could be made for any party theme. And it's gorgeous too. Now back to threading, because I'm babbling on because y'all know I don't like to shut up. When you're putting it through, when we glue it together, you don't want to glue it on the outside. You see where I have both pieces meeting on the inside of the bag? That way when you glue it, you're not seeing where the ribbon is glued together from the outside. So it looks very seamless and very neat. It doesn't look like, you know, sloppy work. Even if you end up gluing it sloppy, you won't even see because it's getting glued to the part of the ribbon that's staying inside of the bag. I'm showing you right now. There we go. See? And if you want to, you can use a lighter to like burn the strings that's hanging off, but it's not necessary because you're not really going to see it. See? So it's glued on the inside. You have your little handles, and there you go. How cute is that? Gorgeous. I love them. Gorgeous. Ready for Halloween. Y'all ready? I know I'm ready. But anywho, and I'm going to obviously repeat it on the other side, but I'm not going to bore y'all and have y'all watch me the whole time because y'all already watched me do it the first time. I'm just going to speed it up. So let me remind you, if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. I'm here. This is what I'm here for. I'm here for you guys. Also, if you have any suggestion on videos that you guys want to see, let me know. And again, if you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so. Let me know what you guys want to see. I appreciate you guys watching these videos. I know it's been a little long time, but don't worry. I'm coming back. I'm going to be more consistent. Peace in the Middle East.